Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. It's the title decider. There's no two ways put about it. Whatever happens from now on, we are guaranteed a top two finish. Will most probably be in the semi-finals, will in the finals of the FA Cup. So that's all the season there's to play for. So this is, you could say, the most important match of the season. This is the season for us, I would say. This is the season for us. Honestly, we should not have been given this chance by Arsenal. We have not been consistent enough over a 38 league game season to go on and win the league. We have not been consistent if I have to be very honest. And Pep Guardiola said the team is nowhere near ready to be consistent enough to win a 38 game Premier League season. So we have got this chance. Now let us make the most of it. I'll just check if everything's working all right, and then on we go. We are almost about to start. Yes, everything's working all right, and here we go. It's been kicked off. Arsenal have decided to go along. They'll be physical in this match. They'll be absolutely physical in this match. There's no two things about it. There's no doubt about it. So it's interesting. He's gone for Mosquera and Hincapié. It's almost like he's playing four centre backs across his back line. There's no left back and there's no right back, which is very very interesting. If you actually ask me, is going with Kai Havertz. He's having Eze. He's having Odegaard, which again tells you that he's probably not just going to sit back a bit. He wants an out ball. We'll give our best. Anything can happen. The result can be anything. We'll just give our best. That's the only thing. We'll absolutely give our best. We'll absolutely give our best. Remember, Arsenal, I mean, a draw is not the end of the world for us, to be honest, but you do feel you need a win here. Gautam is here. Hey, Gautam, how you doing? That's an excellent ball, almost an excellent ball by Haaland there. The first goal is going to be crucial. First goal is going to be important, but what do you feel about a draw, Gautam, here? Do you think a draw might still keep that little bit of hope alive, or do you think we absolutely need a win here? Do you think a draw might be okay? It still gives us an outside chance, or do you think a win it, or that's it? That's the Premier League season for us because we are not going to finish any lower than second for sure. What do you think about that, Gautam? Wonderful ball there by Kushanov. Matthews Nunez to Semenyo. Ryan Cherky on the ball. The rest defense for City is actually good. Sports Semenyo. Sorry, Doku and Kushanov, they're actually a bit back. That's a corner for City. It's a goal kick. Yakam says a draw means win to depend on others, and that's not ideal. True, true, true. That is also true. But like most people say, I think a draw is not the end of the world. Still, a draw is not the end of the world. Still, yes, we have to win. But for me, I would say a win is the most preferred result for me. But I still think a draw is not the end of the world for you. That's what I would say. Of course, a loss is everything's done, but a draw is not the end of the world for you. Jeremy Doku, that is excellent by Jeremy Doku. That is wonderful there by Jeremy Doku. Wow. Jeremy Doku does excellently. Then Nico Riley into the box. Ah! And it goes in. It goes in. Does it? Ah! What the fuck was that, man? What the fuck was that? Gautam, I thought it was in. Ah! I thought that was in. That was so close. What the hell is this? It's a corner for Arsenal. What? That is unlucky for us. Ah, another day that could have gone in, to be honest. But it's a corner for Arsenal, a corner that we've needlessly conceded. Noni Madueke with an in swing. I mean, there was no need to concede this corner at all. Was it Kushano? Ah, and it's another corner for Arsenal. Zubimendi, I think, got his head to it. Ah, that was so needless. The concession of the corner, that was so close. Deflection could have actually gone in. Declan Rice, better than Noni Madueke at his delivery. And it's gone over the bar for a goal kick. That one was very close. The deflection hitting the bar, that was very, very close. Raya slipping a bit here. Arsenal aggressive. Noni Madueke. O'Reilly doing absolutely very well there. Brilliant from Nico O'Reilly. Offside. I think Zubimendi kind of, you look at Zubimendi kind of playing a second striker coming into the pockets. And he's gone with Havertz. Maybe I think because Havertz can hold the ball up better compared to Victor Haikores. Not comfortable at all seeing Donnarumma play with his feet in such tight spaces. That's a goal kick. Uh, City are playing the best football in the City have played the best football in the country this season, to be honest. Yes, there have been little blips and all, but in general, we have played the best football this season. That's not a right to win the league, but I'm just telling about the quality of the football. That's all. There's nothing that says if you have more possession, you have the right to win the league and stuff. I think Bernardo maybe needs to drop a bit with the defenders and taking the ball. Good one touch play there. Matthews Nunez Semenyo on the outside, Nunez on the inside. I think Semenyo needs to take care of the ball a little bit more. He needs to choose when he crosses that. He just can't cross down a blind alley like that. When you've done so much hard work to take the ball and get it. That's an excellent piece of defending from Matthews Nunez getting back. Wonderful by Nunez on Kai Havertz. I think Sherky, we need to take care of the ball that little bit more. We absolutely need to take. I think his level probably would have been a tight offside call. Third corner for Arsenal in the first 10 minutes. Not an ideal scenario. First two corners was our mistake, but this one was good defending genuinely. Well done by Donnarumma. Coming out and punching the ball. Arsenal going back. I just wish Donnarumma kicks it long, but it's obvious the instructions are not to kick it long. I think instructions are to pass it out from the back. People thinking, well, in the Carabao Cup final we passed it out from the back, but that was Trafford, and Trafford is much better on the ball than Donnarumma. And that's what people have to realize. That's another throw in for City. That's a throw in for Arsenal. At least it's not a corner, but it will be a long throw in. I think Hincapie will come. Wow. Donnarumma again. I don't think neither of the keepers have been tested. Yes, the deflected attempt of the Arsenal defender was it Saliba? I don't know. I thought City almost scored there, but other than that, it's nothing. And Donnarumma's playing out from the back well, to be honest. That's an excellent ball from Gay and well taken by Kushano. Ah, that's a throw in for Arsenal. Why I'm telling a draw might not be the worst result for us is, see, I don't think in the last 10, 11 years have Arsenal beaten us at the Etihad. I don't know. So there'll be no confidence boost for them. So that's the only thing. Another throw in for Arsenal, but nowhere in a threatening region or something. Well defended by Gay. Excellent by Mark Gay. Jeremy Doku. I'll just come. I'll just come in a moment. How did City score? How did City score? I don't know. Ryan Sharkey. What a goal by Ryan Sharkey there. Wow. What a goal that was from Ryan Sharkey. Wow. Just look at that. I just went out for a while and wow. Just look at what Ryan Sharkey did there. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Just look at him skipping through Arsenal bodies. Wow. Just look at Ryan Sharkey there. Absolutely beautiful. Sharkey, woo! Come on! I just went out for a bit and I came back and it's 1-0. Wow. And it's 1-0 City. Wow. What the fuck was that by Donnarumma? What the fuck is that by Donnarumma, Gautam? What the fuck was that by Donnarumma? What was that? Fuck off! What was that by Donnarumma? Scored the goal and then gave the goal to Arsenal. Fuck off! What the fuck? Gautam says just do the same after 10 minutes. This is today's jinx. What the fuck was that, man? Just kick it long. Kick it long. Why does Donnarumma want to take a touch and do all that shit? If you wanted a goalkeeper for that, you could have kept Edison. What was that? Gifting Arsenal. Gifting Arsenal. Gifting Arsenal the goal after scoring a wonderful goal. What is that? Donnarumma. He wasn't even under. I'm having Well, the defender didn't pass to him under high pressing pressure or something. I think Guardiola would not have planned that. What the fuck was that? Ryan Sharkey does so well to get the goal and you do this shit. Gifting the goal. And then Donnarumma and his agent says, when there's a chance, we'll move to Italy and I'll first stop doing silly mistakes, mate. Erling Haaland is almost there. Semenyo. Arre, Semenyo. Semenyo slips. Ah, what? Semenyo slips. If Semenyo would not have slipped, he was clean through on goal. Ball was a bit wide, but Semenyo was clean through on goal. That what a mistake by Donnarumma in such a, and he's also so highly experienced goalkeeper. I mean, his one Champions League finals and that was bad. See, if Arsenal tore through us and they scored, that's a different thing. You just can't concede a goal like that. Absolute shit show. Trafford did a mistake like that against Spurs and most of our fan base wanted him out. Now would you say the same thing to Donnarumma? If you remember against Spurs in the second game of the season or so, Trafford did the same mistake and all of our fan base wanted him out. O'Reilly with the run. Rodri, the pass by Doku's heavy, but that is just absolute shit. I don't mind the opponent scoring a goal, but you cannot gift the goal to the opponent like this, and that too in the so-called the best match, the title decider in England. He's just done well there. I'm just shocked by that mistake by Donnarumma. Such an experience. If Trafford does it, I'll still, understand. Young, inexperienced goalkeeper. Donnarumma is young, but he's not inexperienced. Come on, this is the guy who's won Euro, who's won a Champions League, who's won numerous league titles in Italy and France and whatever, doing such a mistake. Tactically, Pep's got everything right, and then he does that. Jeremy Doku, Nico O'Reilly. Jeremy Doku again. City have been by far the better team. Nunez, Ryan Cherki. That's a throw in for City. Throw the ball to Cherki. Thrown it to Bernardo. Now they'll just press the hell out of Donnarumma. That's the worst thing that can happen in a match. Goalkeeper conceding like that. Let's see the bottle. Let's see how much of bottle does Donnarumma have now. The mentality of Donnarumma. That's a free kick for City. Gotham, we had got the goal. We are at home. Should have piled on the pressure to them. But no, we go on straight away in 10 seconds and concede and do that shit. Because the goal is so important because then Arsenal would have, come at us. It would have been open. Look at Bernardo Silva. They're not even passing back to Donnarumma now. Bernardo Silva. Jeremy Doku there. This is excellent by Jeremy Doku. Haaland cuffs his lines there. Haaland cuffs his lines. Should have just rolled his left foot over it. Excellent football from City again. City playing some wonderful football here. That's what, and we were also primed to counter-attack with Doku, Semenyo, Haaland, Cherki. That one goal and it would just have been wonderful. Press, press, Raya. Now they'll just press. Look at that. Gehi is. They're not going back to Donnarumma now. When Donnarumma sees that pressure approaching, just kick the bloody ball out. And then we restart. It's hurting us. It's hurting us. Donnarumma not able to play out from the back. Tactically, it's hurting us in this match, especially. They're not going back to Donnarumma at all. And Donnarumma's going long. He's lost the confidence of playing short as well. It's tactically hurting you. Ah, Arsenal have not attacked at all in this match, and still we give them a goal. See, if Arsenal attack, they play good football, open us up, they score fine. That is football, you know. That's how it is. Opponent will score goals, you'll score goals. But Arsenal have not mounted a single attack, and yet they scored a goal that is absolutely brilliant from Nico O'Reilly. Wow. Look at the skill of Nico O'Reilly over there. I mean that Donnarumma mistake. It's not just the concession of the goal. It's impacted our mentality. We are not that sharp after that mistake. That's a huge moment in this title race in this game, whatever you want to call it. It's a huge moment. The way you concede the goal is also important. Jeremy Doku, Marquis, Rodri, Ryan Sharkey, Bernardo Silva, Semenyo's available. You've still not recovered from the Donnarumma error. Arsenal have not even had one. That's a corner. Haaland's getting chances. Again, excellent football from City. Scintillating football from City, the way we are playing. Bernardo is entering those attacking zones now. Good try by Gay, but that was always straight at Raya. I don't know what happened to Ryan. There was no foul on him by Nico Riley, but look at it, not even 10 seconds gap between both the goals. And Arsenal have not even attacked this game. That's a free kick to, referee says play on to Arsenal, and we're playing well. We're playing well. Just a little subdued after that Donnarumma error, but we're actually playing well. Except that Donnarumma mistake, Arsenal have not created literally anything. That's a free kick for City. Yellow card for Mosquera. There was nothing from City players. That was a dive by Eze. You cheater, Eze. That was a dive by Eze. Continues big matches are meant for big players to step up. Donna stepped up big time, but for Arsenal, that's the worst thing. Continue. Arsenal have been shit attacking wise. Zero shots on target. They do not even want to attack, and this Donnarumma. And also it's not an inexperienced keeper. This is a keeper who's won the Champions League, who's won the Euros, who's won numerous Italian titles with AC Milan. This is probably the top two best goalkeeper in the world. He's won the Bianchi Nebard, which is like the Ballon d'Or for the goalkeepers. Is the holder of that this year due to what he did with PSG last season. He single-handedly threw Arsenal out. He kept PSG in the tie single-handedly, and then he does this. Nico Rally. Anyway, I think I want City to bash Arsenal like 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. Just shut these comes up. But City are the ones who have played football here. That is excellent there. Bernardo, Ryan Sharkey. Sharkey's been outstanding. What a goal that was. Dancing through the Arsenal defense. Continues says, with every passing minute, I'm getting convinced that Arsenal might win the title. We'll see at the end, 90th minute. There's still time in a football match. Can we score one before half time? Can we score one before half time? The confidence of Donnarumma is gone. Look at it, he's just kicking it long. See, that was the difference in the Carabao Cup final when people ask me, because Trafford is much, much better on the ball than Donnarumma, obviously, because he's been trained through the City age groups under 13. He's come through the City Academy. But Trafford made the same mistake against Spurs at the start of the season. Raya made a couple of these mistakes. So I mean, Allison has made a couple of these mistakes over the years. As he said, dancing through. If Arsenal score one more, Havertz fluffed it. In fact, it's great defending. He's clearly on side Havertz, but that's great defending by Kushner, sticking a foot in. Fantastic defending by Kushner. Havertz almost had an open goal there. The interesting thing about that 1-0 was Arsenal would have had to leave spaces and come forward, which means City are primed to counter attack. So I know. Let's see. That's good defending. Arsenal have had four corners and the defending by Donnarumma. One of the punch. Donnarumma's been good on each of them. That's the frustrating part. Corners are his weakness. I mean, playing out from the back is also his weakness, but in that instance, who told him to play out from the back? But then that's the thing, probably because if Donnarumma was able to get that pass away, then it's numerically almost 9v10. If I take both the goalkeepers away, you have a numerical advantage elsewhere on the pitch because Havertz is completely taken out of the game. So I do understand why managers want to do that. And City are playing the numbers game. Pep has always played the numbers game with his philosophy where he finds a spare man on the pitch always. So that's excellent there. That's excellent there. Ryan Cherki has to give the ball to Semenyo. What a block that was. What a block that was by Hincapié. Look at Ryan Cherki just dancing through there. Just look at it. Wow. This guy is just something else. Ryan Cherki. Just look at him dancing feet through the heart of Arsenal defense. Arsenal are not able to do anything. He's blasted his ass. He's blasted Hincapié's ass. Can we do something from the corner? A gay header from the corner. A Kushner header from the corner. I have him in my fantasy team. They went directly for goal, which is interesting. Bernardo Silva. Nunez, cross the ball. Semenyo. That's another corner. Come on. Even Bournemouth was 1-1. Bournemouth scored, Arsenal scored, and then they won it 2-1. So, and we have to, destroy Arsenal. It's just not, sneaking in a small victory. Bloody go out and destroy Arsenal. Ah! I thought that almost went in. Just look at that. Bernardo almost curled it in. Oh, that almost went in. Look at Pep Guardiola there. I thought Doku almost robbed Saliba there, but City are pressing high. City are pressing high. There's only one team playing football here. Could it be the day of late winners? Liverpool got one at Everton. Villa got one at Sunderland. Sort of today's three games that are over, two games at late winners, but no, but he says lost the ball here. Gay, tackle, tackle, tackle. That is excellent there by Kushano. Gay does well. Doku, that's a foul. Well done, Doku. Taking the pressure off. That will be it for the half. I'll just say the stats on this match. The stats will be very, very interesting. What are the stats on the match? I mean, City's XG is 0.69. Exactly. That's what everyone's telling. Donnarumma has struggled to play out from the half in the first play out in the first half. I'll just see the stats and I mean Arsenal have just not played anything. They've literally not played. They've literally not done anything. Just one shot on target, and I mean Arsenal have not played any football. It's just City who are playing football here, but that does not mean the team that always plays football has to win. I'm not saying that, but yeah, Donnarumma is something that's been clearly has been targeted. So it's an interesting thing to see what Pep does in the second half. Bias has bought Donna for these big games and is making same mistakes as Trafford. Then what's the point? Bayaji, I think after that Spurs game, Trafford has not made that mistake, and Trafford is generally very good with the ball because it's bought through City's academy. He is very good with the ball. You've seen in the Carabao Cup, Liverpool in the FA Cup, Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final. They've tried pressing Trafford, but pressing Trafford is not easy. Trafford is very good on the ball. Trafford is distribution is much better. Trafford ranks the highest in the Carabao Cup and FA Cup in terms of passes, mid-range passes completed. Trafford is very good in terms of short-range passes. Trafford is very good in terms of picking those Ederson passes, picking someone in the midfield. Trafford is very good at that. You just cannot compare Trafford to Donnarumma. Trafford is bought through that City academy. Trafford is very good distribution wise. That Spurs mistake, that can happen to any goalkeeper. Trafford in general is very good. So this is a Donnarumma style mistake. This is a Donnarumma style mistake. Now again the question is, you could ask why doesn't he boot it out? He might have booted it out at then, but again he'll be caught. This was a mistake waiting to happen with Donnarumma because if you observe a tactical setup, especially in the last 4-5 games where we're winning, Pep's tactical setup has always, I mean, since the Barcelona days till now, Pep's tactical setup has always relied on that spare man. At Barcelona, you would always have a spare man in the midfield, be it false nine. At City, with Ederson playing out from the back, Ederson used to be a third centre back, which means when the striker of the team presses Ederson, the team is down 9v10, opposition is down 9v10. There's always a spare man. Ederson used to be an extra man. I mean, in a similar way, I think Pep has always been a manager who's with the spare man. Pep always wants that spare man. So I think it was clearly targeted by Arsenal, and it was just a mistake that was meant to be found out in this match. What Donnarumma was doing, if not this instance, maybe the next instance, they were pressing him. They were clearly pressing him. And then Pep's clearly instructed Donnarumma to pass out from the back, because that is how you get the spare man. You take the striker out of the game. Bias is lethargic by everyone. Need to up the tempo. Front three were garbage. I think the flow of football was in general. I think up until the Donnarumma mistake, we were good. That Donnarumma mistake really affected us. You can concede goals in football. Football is about scoring goals and defending and all of that, but the manner you concede, we do so much hard work to score. By the way, the XG on the Cherky goal is about zero point 0.5, zero point 0.6 something. That was such a wonderful goal. And when we gift a goal like that, that just brings the mood down for everyone. Baji says Donna was looking nervous right from the start, delaying the pass and taking light years to pass the player right next to him. Exactly. And that's the worrying point, Bayaji. Why is a goalkeeper like Donnarumma, who's won the Euros, who's won the Champions League, who's literally the top two goalkeepers in the world, why is he feeling nervous? Why is he feeling nervous? Why is he absolutely feeling nervous? I have no idea. I have no idea. I think even before we scored the goal in the first 10 minutes, I thought Bernardo should go near the defenders. Bernardo should go near Donnarumma to do that, to help him out. I was always thinking like that, and this happened. Bias is gifting goals entitled exactly inexcusable, and this is a goalkeeper who's won PSG the Champions League on his own. Actually, Raya's also done that kind of a mistake. He was not punished. But I just look at that. Look at that. Donnarumma. He had so much time as well. Look at the reaction of City's players. And Donnarumma had an option of Nico O'Reilly as well. I don't know why he needs to take that extra touch. I don't know why Donnarumma needs to take that extra touch. I just don't know. He had Nico O'Reilly available as well. He could have just, even if he did not have kicked it out, he had Nico O'Reilly available as well. Pep Guardiola knows it. Pep had done the tactics right and everything right, and inexcusable, guys. Inexcusable. And this is a goalkeeper whose agent is talking and telling, if the right move comes, I'll go fuck off. First, learn how to play under pressure. Cannot believe this is Donnarumma who's done it. If it was Nico Riley, if it was Kusanov, if it was Matthews Nunez, who's not had such experience, it would be okay, but can't believe it's Kusanov who's done it, to be honest. Sorry, it's Donnarumma who's done it, to be honest. Arsenal have not played the game, guys, where they deserve to score a goal. Arsenal do not deserve to score a goal here. Arsenal do not deserve a goal in this match. That is the worst thing. This is so inexcusable. It's almost like a dampener to all of the fans. come with such excitement. It's such a dampener to all of the fans, I must say. Conceding goals like that. Never has it happened under Pep, by the way. We have been in numerous title run-ins. What this is, we have won 6 titles in the last 8 years. And never has it happened under Pep Guardiola, someone making a mistake like this in the run-in. Especially when you have to be perfect. I don't know what Donnarumma is. Does he just take it lightly sometimes? Good, we had Trafford and FA Cup and Carabao Cup. Otherwise, we would not have won those as well. What the fuck is it by Donnarumma? I would just change to Trafford right now. It's a tactical masterclass by Pep Guardiola. He has completely outplayed Arteta in this first half. It's just Donnarumma's done that mistake. I mean, what a start to the game we have had, and then the fucker does this. He's clearly the weak link. And I'm shocked I'm saying this to probably the best goalkeeper in the world, at least the top two best goalkeepers in the world. I mean, I'm just thinking, what will be that halftime team talk be? To be honest, especially after a mistake like that. Why Jesus Haaland and Semenyo played like their legs are frozen, zero movement. Haaland was a little bit better by Aji, but Semenyo was again absolutely. Semenyo was not good. Doku was good. Sherky was supreme. Haaland was kind of, Haaland was winning the second balls. Haaland was better, but Semenyo was not at all good. Semenyo was not at all good today. He put a cross early on that just went out and all that stuff. Where does this game go from here, Bayaji? What do you think? What are your thoughts on how the second half will go? How will the second half go? Why Jesus wasted such a Sharkinho goal exactly? And that to 10 seconds. 10 seconds later, Donnarumma gifts that goal. I don't think. I don't think. Since Pep has come, we have had a goalkeeper doing such a horror mistake ever. Yes, Ederson did it, I think, once or twice, but those were not in as much important games. Why Jesus must believe to turn it around 3-1. Let's absolutely bash Arsenal. 5-1 by Aji. Let's bash them 5-1. Let's bash them 5-1. Why Jesus Zach Steffen? Yes. How can I forget that Zach Steffen? That was a hilarious performance by Zach Steffen. But that's the thing, Bayaj. I can understand Zach Steffen. You look at the caliber. We are talking here about the best goalkeeper in the world, probably. He's won PSG, the Champions League on his own, and he comes out and does this kind of a mistake. Absolutely inexcusable. But what a goal that was from Ryan Sherky. Danced through the entire Arsenal defense. Donnarumma coming out. It's almost so strange that the entire season could come down to this mistake by Donnarumma. And on the other hand, you have James Trafford, who's won you the Carabao Cup and who might win you the FA Cup as well. He's been in two competitions, he'll almost win you both of them, and he'll be leaving. And then he has Donnarumma. My God, a decision needs to be made. I don't know. I'm saying this, but a decision needs to be made. Look at he's gotten Martinelli now. Why this is because we lost two of the first three. I think the Spurs game, right, you could say we lost because of James Trafford, but the Brighton game, Trafford was the man of the match. We lost because Nunez decided to handle the ball. And then one more, I just don't remember. This is our season, guys. This is our season. There's nothing more left for us in this season. Yes, the FA Cup, but in the Premier League, there's nothing left for us apart from these 45 minutes plus extra time. And also City come alive in the second half nowadays. So let's see how that goes. Semenyo does well. Good that Donnarumma is still passing out from the back. There's a counter attack for City, not exactly a counter attack, but that's a corner for City. Gabriel with the defending. That was a chance. That was a chance for Erling Haaland. That too on his left foot. That was a chance for Erling Haaland on his left foot, mate. That was a chance. Hit the outside of the bar. That was a chance for Erling Haaland. Was a chance. He needs to test the goalkeeper from there at least. That was a chance. Haaland go and chase it. City's defending's been very, very good. I mean, everybody's brilliant, but can we find one more goal? We have been very good in the second half of games, especially in the last 4 5 games. So great run by Semenyo. The touch let him down. If that touch was Mahrez, Askraya was done over there. What a ball that was from Rodri. Look at Erling Haaland and his work right there. Great run by Semenyo there. Haaland hitting the post. Can we have one? We'll get one big chance, but can we take it? That is the question. Can we take it? The time, it just seems, is moving slowly somehow. Sudoku pass to Haaland over there. Chances. City are having chances. Sudoku pass to Haaland over there. Sudoku pass to Haaland over there. Sudoku pass to. I don't know. City are testing Raya, which is good. City are going on to test Raya, which is good. That's a free kick for City. Everyone's been good today, no mistakes, nothing. Yes, you could say, like Bayaji said, Semenyo a little bit leggy, but other than that, everyone's been very, very good today. Donnarumma with that push, with that mistake. The margins are so little. That is a mistake from Orai. That's excellent defending by Kusanov there. Absolutely wonderful by Kusanov. Brilliant. Brilliant by Kusanov. That is. Howard was onside and Kusanov did it absolutely brilliantly. Brilliant from Kusanov. The body position. He is learning so much from Pep Guardiola. Jeremy Doku with the ball. City are probing. City are probing. We are trying, guys. We are trying. City are probing. Semenyo was not ready for that. He was on offside anyway, Semenyo. At some point, I think, I don't know in whose place, but right now he needs to be introduced. That was a difficult ball for Ali to control. Anyway, Kushanov's positioning has been absolutely beautiful in this match. Wow. He's playing like a Rolls Royce defender. Arsenal are not able to get out here. Haaland, press Raya, press Raya. Offside. Versus offside. Brilliant. We've been brilliant in the midfield. We have dominated their midfield. The full backs, everyone. It's just because of that one mistake by Donnarumma. I keep on coming back because that's what is in the game. Otherwise, you're superior to Arsenal in every aspect. Bernardo Silva does well there. Ryan Cherky. That's a corner for City. Nkapia with the clearance. Good that the time is going slowly, but come on, guys. This is almost like defense against attack. Arteta is telling Pep, Can you unlock the door? That's all. That's all's happening here. Arsenal have no endeavour whatsoever because they know they just need a draw and that's all. Why isn't Ryan Sherky taking the corners? I don't know. Shit of a corner. I can understand why they're taking it like that because you do not want Arsenal to go on a counter attack. Everything's been planned very well tactically. That Donnarumma thing, no one can account for it. Wonderful, excellent save by Donnarumma. Wow, what a save by Donnarumma that is. This will give him confidence now. What a save by Donnarumma that is. This will give him confidence now. He saved a goal over there. Yes, he's given a goal away, but he saved a goal over there. So this is fine. Now come on, mate. This is what can lift teams. Clear goal that was. And he's made the save twice. See, if that incident of Donnarumma giving the goal away, if it actually can demoralize us, this can actually lift us. Jeremy Doku continues on his journey. Wow, what a save by Donnarumma. Now I'll shut the fuck up. Because if it's conceded one is saved, this one, so fair enough. Double save. Fair enough. Arsenal are in the ascendancy now. He says striking one from distance. We need to be careful. We just cannot concede here. Have to give the ball to Doku. Rodri, Nico Riley. But what a recovery from Donnarumma. What a save from Donnarumma that is. He's been, I bet, waiting all moment in this match. That should lift us. That doesn't lift us, nothing will. That should absolutely lift us now. There's a diagonal ball and to Ryan Cherki and Rodriguez found it. Brilliant. Ah! Just over. There's another diagonal ball. Rodriguez again found Semenyo. Can Semenyo score one long range banker or something? Ah, the angle was too tight for Jeremy Doku. City are getting onto the ball in the box, but the best chance was Arsenal's. There's no doubt about it. I think his shot hit the post, but I think Donnarumma was up to it. If it was in the width of the net, Donnarumma would have saved it. So there's no. Time's ticking by slowly, but we'll see where this leads to. Can we get one chance? Can Haaland get one chance? Excellent throw by Donnarumma. He's regained his confidence. Just look at that. To release Nico Riley, he's taken the entire Arsenal midfield out. And Haaland scores! Wow! Wow! Erling Haaland scores! Wow! The Etihad erupts! Wow! What a goal this is for Erling Haaland! What a goal this is for Erling Haaland! Come on, City! Wow! Wow! What a goal, guys! What a goal this is for Erling Haaland! Wow! Wow! Come on, City! Woo! What a goal this is for Erling Haaland! Come on! Everything is on to Donnarumma's ball. Donnarumma releasing that ball. Jeremy Doku, O'Reilly. Don't know if Rodriguez. I think Rodriguez had a slight touch on it. And Erling Haaland, look at it. He sweeps. He sweeps through the finish. Come on, City. Woo! Wow, just look at it. Look at Donnarumma there. Yes. Now don't do the mistake, Donnarumma. That's what I've said. Has Donnarumma got the bottle? Has he got the mentality? And yes, he has. Just look at it. No, again, can we stay without conceding a goal for 85 minutes? That is the test. Haaland again. Haaland shot. Look at Haaland shot there. Gabriel has just tore through Haaland shot. The referee needs to give a foul there. The referee absolutely needs to give a foul there on Gabriel. Wow. What a big goal that is by Erling Haaland. Ah, that's a corner. Rodri knows it. That was a good drive there. Rodri knows it. Come on, all of the fans. Now, come on. Just make the stadium a cauldron. Ryan Sharkey with the corner. Can we score from a set piece? Against the set piece merchants. That's another corner for City. Saliba gets ahead to it. Ah, Doku should have just tested the keeper there at the minimum. Ben White comes on, Trossard comes on. Maybe I think Ben White because Mosquera cannot go forward at all. Jeremy Doku, please overlap, overlap. Nico Royal is there for the second ball. It's a good decision not to overlap. Can we get a two-goal cushion? That is the most important thing now. Can we get a two-goal cushion? Ah, Sharky should have maybe kept the ball a little bit better. Semenyo, run, 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 run. It's a free kick to Arsenal. Bernardo with the foot in. You don't want Eze to have the ball at the edge of the box. Come on, 85 minutes is our first target. Do not concede a goal till then. Set piece is one of Arsenal's forte. Gabriel with a chance. I mean, come on, that just cannot be a handball. Is it a corner? Yes. No, it's a throw in, I think. Counting says Arsenal will come back. They look dangerous. I don't know. Let's play everything out. But Donnarumma has redeemed himself. He's shown why he's the best goalkeeper in the world. That double save, and then that ball to O'Reilly, which led to the goal. Wow, the mentality is a mentality monster. That's what champions are made of. It's not like champions don't make mistakes, but they just show superior mentality even after making them to continue doing the job. That is why Donnarumma is the best in the world and is so special. Ben White comes on, Mosquera goes off. Eze goes off. Interesting, I thought Eze was looking dangerous, but Trossard comes on. But we have given it all. Whatever happens from now to the end, one thing I can say is we have given it our all in a season that was a rebuilding season. So that's it. Happy with whatever happens literally after the match. But we have given it our all. We have fought. Arsenal are coming forward. Arsenal are coming forward. Donnarumma with the catch. Keep the ball, Donna. Keep the ball. Just pass it back if you are in doubt. That's all. Ah, Haaland just cannot keep it in. Good try. Good try. Remember our challenge 85 minutes. We should not concede. Jeremy Doku. Bernardo to Doku. That's a throw into Arsenal. That's a corner to City. Well done, O'Reilly and Doku. That's a corner to City. Well done. That's a throw into City, I think. Or is even a foul to City. I don't know. Yeah, Kai Havertz had hit Bernardo Silva there, so it's a free kick in Donnarumma. Offside. Trossard was offside. Is it? I think it's Victor Gyökeres who's coming on now. Interesting. Sherky is just kicking them out. Everyone's tense. That's a throw into City. Nico Riley, there's Doku who's free. I think Doku should have maybe floated across and I don't know. Jeremy Doku there. O'Reilly. Ryan Sherky, Kusano. Back to Donnarumma. Don't take any risks here. That's a throw into City. That's a throw. That's a free kick to City again. Haaland. Hey, no, Rodri. I mean, there's no need to do that. Just calm it down and move on with the game. That's all. Just don't do anything that will lift. I think Arsenal up, but I think there'll be 6-7 minutes of added time. Wow. There'll be a lot of added time now due to this. Interesting. Sharky has been subbed off and Phil Foden's been brought on. This is very, very interesting. Guy Corez has also come on, but Subimendi is off and Guy Corez has come on. Interesting sub with Phil Foden, to be honest. I would maybe have bought on another defender. Donna, catch the ball! Yes. There's no hurry, man. No why he's just thrown it like that. Semenyo, can he do something? Ah, he should have dribbled inside with the ball, to be honest. The ball's gone out. So the first challenge, 85 minutes, are over. It's the 86th minute. Now the next challenge is 95 minutes because there will be at least plus 6. So 10 more minutes. Can we keep a clean sheet? That's the next challenge. That's a throw into City. Savinho is coming on. Why is he not bringing a defender on? I'm not seeing the subs, but isn't there a defender on? Stones or anyone? Aitnauri. I don't know why he's not bringing Aitnauri on. I mean, this all will be added at the end. That is the thing, right? Nico Gonzalez is coming on. This is a good move. But Rodri is off. I would want Nico Gonzalez, Rodri, and Bernardo in that midfield just for extra comfort. Rodri is coming off. Wow. There's still a lot of the game to play, to be honest, because I guess 6 7 minutes of added time. Coutinho is not sure if City can control the ball in the midfield with Rodri's injury. Exactly, Coutinho. I don't know, and there'll be a big chunk of added time. Honestly, you know what, Coutinho, I'm not able to watch the game as well. It's so tense. Exactly, they just pounce on Nico G. And Rodri's physicality in dealing with corners, set pieces, and a lot of those things as well. So, and there's still a lot of game to go, to be honest, because there'll be at least 10 minutes of added time, if I'm not wrong. The referee is also not Michael Oliver, so there'll be a huge chunk of added time. Well done by Nico G. Excellent by Nico G. I think Phil Foden is very important here in how he controls the ball in the midfield. Phil Foden is the key. I don't know what this Savino idiot is doing by passing it back. That was almost a blind pass back. Coutinho says City is dropping back. Arsenal. Exactly, that's what I mean when Savino to be aggressive, man. It's a throw in for City. It's interesting. He's taken out Sharky and has got Foden in because I would have bought someone like a Kovacic in, to be honest, instead of Foden, because Kovacic can take that ball, withstand the pressure, especially when you know that Rodri is coming off. I would probably have bought Kovacic in, to be honest. Not happy with Phil Foden here, unless you're looking to go and score the third. 7 minutes of added time. Well, 7 minutes is a lot in football. Well done to Nico O'Reilly there. Yeah, Nico Riley. We need all of your defensive bliss. Gautam, if you're there, need your defensive bliss. We need all your powers today for these last 7 minutes. We need all your powers for this last 7 minutes. In fact, 6 minutes and 10 seconds. In fact, we need all your powers for the last 6 minutes now. I don't know why Arsenal fans are like that. Never over in football, never over. What happened in Istanbul, what happened 93-20, so never over. I'm very tense. I don't know why the Arsenal fans are. So much space in the midfield. This is what Coutinho was telling. Excellent defending by Nunez. Keep your head, Nunez. Keep your head. That was a shoulder to shoulder, but look at the turn of pace there by Hincapie. Guys, please come on in the chat, everyone. I'm just feeling tense. I don't. Maybe a good decision by Donnarumma not to come there. Good header out. Take the ball, keep the ball, guys, keep the ball. Don't allow them to shoot from the edge of the box. Don't drop back, like Kandinya said. Don't drop back, don't drop back. Remember, our target is 95 minutes. O'Reilly does well to relieve a bit of pressure. 2 more minutes to achieve a target. Bad by Semenyo, bad. You just cannot. Well done. Superb. Bernardo Silva. Countinius is not exaggerating. This actually looks in favor of Arsenal. They're pushing City back to goal, and now it's a corner as well. Countinia. This is tense. This is absolutely tense. It's a set piece. I just cannot watch this. I just cannot absolutely watch this. What the fuck? No! 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 What the fuck? What the fuck? You're right, Count City are just being pushed back, and this is not a Jose Mourinho team as well. What a save! But was the header over? I think it was over. Or is it a corner? I don't know. Is it a corner? I don't know. Is it a save by Donnarumma? Is it a save by Donnarumma? No, it's over. Well, 1 more minute remaining for our challenge to be completed to keep a clean sheet. 85 minutes, 10 more minutes. It's a goal kick. Semenya out, Nathan Ake. I think this change should have come a bit more earlier on. Poor by Savinho. Poor by Savinho. You need to keep the ball, mate. "96 minutes, the challenge is completed, but can we hold on for 1 more minute? Please, guys, bring all your bliss. Just cannot watch this. That's such an important block defensively. Wow, I don't know who made that interception, but wow. I reckon he'll give 1 more minute. 97 minutes gone. Blow. Keep the ball. Yeah! Wow! Come on, City! Come on! Ah! Yes! Wow! Wow! Yes! We have done it! We have done the impossible! And then just look at the messages by Coutinho there. I know, he absolutely changed Arsenal there. So cheers to you, mate. You absolutely changed Arsenal. Guys, just look at Coutinho's messages. He absolutely changed the fuck out of Arsenal and made us win. Coutinho absolutely changed the fuck out of Arsenal and made us win. Cheers to you, mate. Coutinho, cheers to you from all of us here. You jinxed the fuck out of Arsenal there. Arsenal will come back. Not sure if they. Mate, you're a genius. You absolutely jinxed the fuck out of Arsenal so much. Shows you care so much for the club. Wow. And look at it, Coutinho is so precise in the details. He did not want to leave Savio because Gautam knows how many games Savio has cost us. Forest, he didn't score an open goal and all. So Coutinho even decided to jinx Savio and make sure nothing is left. Wow! Bayaji says, whoa, what a victory! Gautam says, come on, City, Suman this year. He says, yes! Payaji's Donna redeemed himself with that clever throw. Payaji, not just the clever throw, the double save. Payaji, we must not forget the double save. I actually think there were two things that turned this match around. First thing is Donnarumma, when he made that mistake for Arsenal's first goal, everyone was flat. Donnarumma was shocked. Donnarumma did not even make the throw. He did not play out from the back. When Donnarumma made that double save, you should just see the relief on City's players. Wow! Donnarumma redeemed himself. That double save gave Donnarumma the confidence to throw it out. That double save gave Donnarumma the confidence to throw it out. To throw it out from the back. And that was Nico Riley. And he threw it out to Nico Riley, Doku. And then you could see Haaland goal. Wow! Donnarumma, this match was about Donnarumma. It's not about Erling Haaland's biceps and the shampoo ad. He just has his hair down and he's just going around the lap. But this was all about the personality of champions, the mentality of champions, especially Donnarumma. If you have to show someone how do champions pick themselves up, you have to show them Donnarumma. Title decided, probably the biggest match of the season, makes a mistake. Second personality, people with no personality, people with little confidence would have lost it. Donnarumma made that double save, threw the ball out, ready for Nico Riley's goal, redeemed himself. That is the bottle, that is the personality needed to win at this level. He is just not like that. Arteta said the best goalkeeper is Raya, the best goalkeeper is here, Donnarumma in the world. Look at how he has redeemed himself. The personality. He is the one who's got the bottle, not your bloody Raya. Bayaji says they hit the post twice. Luck and momentum is with us now. When we also hit the post once, right? Easy with that. That easy shot Bayaji. I think if it was on target, Donnarumma would have saved it because it was low. Donnarumma dived. Donnarumma was absolutely unstoppable in the second half. I don't think any ball would have stopped Donnarumma. Donnarumma was absolutely a brick wall in the second half. A mentality. Look at that man. Italian mafia walking right in there. He would be telling the lads, this is the mentality we grew up in Italy. Italian mafia walking right back there. Donnarumma. Come on. Gautam says kudos to everyone believing. Kudos to everyone. Kudos to everyone. Kudos to everyone in this community. Gautam and all the fans who believed even though City was out. We've always believed. And look at it here. Wow. Especially after the first goal. Wow. Why is just how that headbutt action wasn't a straight red. Even simulation is given. And I was surprised that Gabriel, he moved his head as well. But let it be, Bayaji, because then Arsenal would make excuses. 10 men, that's why we didn't win. Counting says cheers, but actually Savio must get kicked by every City player on his ass. What the fuck was he thinking he's playing in? Exactly. Exactly, Kandinya. I mean, one of his pass, I don't know if you're talking about it, was a bloody blind pass. It could have gone to the Arsenal striker. Luckily, it went to Gay or Kushanov. I don't remember. It went to a City player. But there was a ball at the end, I think, right in the 96th minute, where it was floated towards into the box across, and I think was it Ake or someone who made a brilliant run along with the Arsenal attacker to intercept it. That I didn't see the player. I'll have to see it back, but brilliant. Gautam says, thanks, Kandinya. Cheers, Kandinya, again from all of us. You just like how you precise details, how you jinx the fuck out of Arsenal. And Gautam, Kandinya, Gautam is thanking you because you even didn't forget to jinx Savio. Because if you didn't jinx Savio, I just think Savio would have passed it to Arsenal player. Kudos to everyone in our own way for believing in the team. Clearly. However it is. Wow, what a feeling this is. Bayaji says, I hope we haven't Rodri to the ground again. Bayaji, when you have momentum like this, I just don't think any player is running to the ground. I think Rodri comes back. But I think Nico G was not too bad. He offered good physicality there in the last few minutes. Bayaji says, at the rate of Kandinya, yes, Savio was a lazy bum. Allowing that cross for Howards was criminal. Exactly. I mean, there were 2-3 instances. And then I think Kandinya knew he had to jinx Savio as well. But that just sums up Howard's career at Arsenal. Missing a point blank range header. Again, he should have scored that chance, to be honest. Havertz, that's what sums up Havertz's career at Arsenal. Havertz single-handedly has lost Arteta many titles. I mean, there's a lot of matches still to go in this title, but generally in the past titles, I'm telling. Counting says, thanks Gautam. I actually just said what I felt. Didn't know it would turn into a jinx. I know, Counting, you wrote one or two messages there, and then you actually saw that it was turning into a jinx for Arsenal, and then you decided City are dropping back, and let me just jinx the fuck out of Arsenal. Even this match is strange. Like even for me, I normally don't go out during streams, but delivery guy came, so I went out to speak to him and speak on call to him. And suddenly when I returned back, City score 1-0. And Gautam said you have to go out often. Maybe if I would have done that, it would be 3-0, 4-0, 4-1 to our City maybe. Bayaji says Pep is a genius. And Arteta is a what? Arteta is a what? Pep is a genius, then Arteta is a what? Bayaji says only one goal difference. Now, goal difference, especially with the game in hand, was not something that would have mattered. Bayaji, I think. Bayaji says these games make teams legendary. Previous 2-1 win versus Pool in 2019 was huge. And Bayaji, actually, these kind of wins, especially when a team is, these kind of wins, especially when a team is, kind of in its final stage of the rebuild. Just look at what this will do to this group. Your Sharkis, your Ford, your Sharkis Ford has been with us long time, but your Sharkis, your Dokus, your Gehi, Kushanov, Nunez, O'Reilly, it's Donnarumma, it's almost, there are 7-8 people who are new here. Bernardo will be leaving. So going through this, just look at what it will do to this bunch. It will galvanize them. It will absolutely galvanize them. Next time when they go into a fixture like this, a big match like this, just look at how it will affect their mentality. Especially after Donnarumma makes a mistake, you come back from that, they will exactly know what a championship mentality is. What does championship mentality mean? I mean, I think this win would have done a lot more to City than winning 2-0, 3-0 comfortably. Because this win meant City had to show balls of steel. What does it need, if Arsenal fans want to know what does it take to win a title? Balls of steel. Balls of steel, mate. You guys don't have it. Balls of steel is what is required. Gautam says, Gautam says, Ise substitution made it difficult for them. Exactly, Gautam. I did not understand why would you take Ise out, because Ise, if there was someone who would produce the magic, I think Odegaard had lost a bit of that magic in him. So Ise was the one. He is the one who's playing the through balls. Ise is the one who's very good on the half turn. Ise is the one who's at the bar. A long ranger from Ise, the shot taking ability of Ise is fantastic. Easy substitution made it difficult for them. Gautam says, Arteta is the real Hamza. you know, Gautam, just like if someone did not watch Durandar, I'm very sorry, but I'm going to give a spoiler here. Arteta is not Ranveer Singh. Arteta is Rakesh Bedi. He is the Jamil Jamali character, where you're like, you see it in the climax and you're shocked. That is what Arteta is. Arteta is the real Hamza. Arteta is the real Jamil Jamali. Kai Havertz is the Hamza. Kai Havertz is the Hamza. If you would say, Arteta is like Rakesh Bedi in Turandar. Gautam says he's a citizen, trust me. Bayaji says Chelsea and Arsenal in back-to-back games. London has fallen, and what about Spurs? What about Spurs as well? Wow. Yesterday 2-2 with Brighton. Bayaji says their only goal came because of our error. Open goals and Arsenal are oxymorons. I think Bayaji comparing Arsenal with oxymoron would mean oxymoron would lose its izzat. And I think oxymoron definitely has no izzat. What an assist that is from, was it Nico O'Reilly, was it Rodri? I don't know. But the throw in, just look at it. Martinelli was not tracking Nico O'Reilly there, a lot of space. Donnarumma found that. O'Reilly, then look at Doku. Look at Doku in there. O'Reilly to Doku. See, this is the biggest improvement for Doku. He has not just gone on to dribble. He just knows where it is. Wow. It's missed by Rodri and everyone, I think. Bayaji says Arteta is our Jamil Jamali planted by Tixik in 2019. Netflix does these documentaries on Arsenal, right? The ultimate reveal would be Mikel Arteta being found with Kai Havertz, being taken to a Manchester City safe house. Bayaji says give Kai Havertz a lifetime contract at City. Baiju says Nico Riley, what a player. If Forest demands record-breaking fee for Elliot Anderson, then Nico Riley should be all-time costliest mate. The interesting thing Baiju about Nico Riley is he can play in a back four, left back, he can come into the midfield as a CDM or as a box-to-box midfielder, and then he can play as a striker or a left winger, whatever. And whichever position you see him playing, you think he's a natural in that position. Nico Riley is what? He's easily a 200 million player, and I'm not even 200 million pounds, and I'm not even exaggerating here. Kadam says we all need to use our powers for the greater benefit of the city. I just have no words. Guys, I was actually watching the game and I just could not watch it past 75 minutes, 75th minute. I absolutely could not watch it. It was so seconds were ticking slowly. You all would have seen. I was in fact standing up with my bottle, just standing up with my favorite bottle, and just could not watch it. I know that all of you found it difficult. That's why Kandinya was doing all of that jinx statements. And I know Gautam would have been doing something else. Bayaji would have. Each one of us, Sumant would have been doing something else. Each one of us did things for the greater good of the club today. Bayaji says yes. Bayaji says can't let that historic Anfield win go in vain. It just feels like a dream that we are in such a scenario, Bayaji, honestly. None of us at the start of the season, honestly, thought, winning the Premier League is a realistic target, to be honest. They're looking at the double save, Declan Rice, Donnarumma, the double save from Donnarumma. They're just looking at it. It's absolutely, and is hitting the post. And on another day, ball would have hit that post and it would have come out. And then Gabriel, and on another day, it could have hit Nico Riley and gone in, to be honest. We deserved it for the mentality we have shown, to be honest. And Kai Havertz with that header, Trossard with the cross, and I honestly think Donnarumma would have saved that, but at least he needs to test the goalkeeper. Look at Arteta thinking if he falls on the ground, like Pep did when Son was running through, Ortega will save it. Arteta thought something would save it, would let it to a goal, but nothing did. Can't let that historic Anfield win go in vain. That was 1-0 down, and then we came back. Was it 1-0 down? Yes, and then we came back 2-1, and all of that. Or it was 1-1, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. Bayaji says, I wanted Sharky to be involved more, though, but what a goal. Doku bad, but Semenyo was utter garbage. Nothing went right for him. I mean, in a way, Bayaji, I was thinking, bring Aitnauri on and play him on the right hand side. Defensively, he'll give you more than Semenyo. I think if Semenyo improves his game, there's a lot of times Doku gave Semenyo the diagonal balls and Semenyo's touch was bad and stuff. Just imagine Riyad Mahrez in his prime with all that space. Or even someone like a Michael Olise on that in his prime with all that space. Surely Foden has a chance here. Semenyo is not playing excellently. Foden has a chance to come back into the team, but I don't know how bad Foden has to be in training then. Gautam says, just a question for all in the community. What do we love to see? Tottenham getting relegated or Nottingham Forest? Nick is here. Hey, Nick, how you doing, buddy? City, City, City. Come on, City. Woo, come on, City. Why says Haaland's great goals come from such unrealistic positions. No other striker doing that. And also Bayaji, I think no other striker would strike it in the far corner. Raya was expecting Haaland to go near corner, and that too Haaland was off balance. I mean, I don't know how he scores that honestly. Haaland hit the post. I think for us it hit the post twice. For them it hit the post twice. So I don't know what Arsenal fans telling those post excuses now. Why this is fuck Spurs? They denied us Kane and takes point of us every season. Gotham, I think it's Spurs. Hall, hands down, everyone in this community would love Spurs to get relegated. Everyone would love Spurs to get relegated, and the dickhead players, Richarlison and all that fucks, just let them go. Just let them go down. And maybe I think if Spurs get relegated, we might just have a chance to get Pedro Porro from them. Nunez and Pedro Porro. I think if you are prepared to pay 100 for Livramento, pay 50 million, 60 million for Pedro Porro. He won't cost more than that because they're relegated. Pedro Porro and Matthews Nunez. By the way, Matthews Nunez, what a game he has. For me, fuck Spurs. Mainly because I want Pedro Porro, even if there's a chance. Because if Spurs are relegated, a lot of the players will go, and I want Pedro Porro to come to us. Gautam says, I feel Tottenham getting relegated is good, but NF Nottingham Forest get relegated is better. We can get Anderson for much less. Uh, interesting thing, Gautam. But I don't know. But because I always had eyes on Pedro Porro, because I know Elliot Anderson, we have to get him. But yeah, there's vacancy in midfield as well. But I don't know. Maybe I think if Pedro Porro comes, Nunez and Pedro Porro, what a beast Pedro Porro is as well. That would be very, very good. Baiji says, I also changed some settings in my route at halftime. Closed the door, folded some clothes, and increased fan speed. Also stood once for a wrong delivery guy after second goal like you. Everyone did something by Ajay. That is the beauty of it. That is absolutely that is absolutely the beauty of it. Each one of us did something. I think it was for the Aston Villa game. I think Aston Villa, when Villa scores, was it in 22-21 season? I think it was 21-22 season when Villa scored 2-0 and we come back 3-2, that Gundogan goal. First half, I mean, Villa 2-0 up. And I was watching the match. I mean, on the monitor at that time. I used to have another monitor, so watching the match on the monitor. I switched it off. This is not going well. On the small screen on my mobile phone, I put the match and I was watching it. And then after the match, another friend of mine who's a City fan, he calls me and he tells me, I switched off the TV. Mon, I switched off the TV and I just put the match in the small mobile phone because Villa were winning. I mean, it's just so beautiful how this game brings each of us together. How this game brings each of us together. Countless saw a meme online where City fans prefer Tottenham getting relegated so that City can no more lose its loses 6 points versus Spurs. And if we would have that 6 points versus Spurs, hell, fuck the 6 points, even 4 points more, that's it. Arsenal would not even have been in the conversation. Gautam says, fair call. Counting everyone is so fed up of Spurs that, but then have to give it to Spurs. The one game they lost to us at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium was when they had to make Arsenal lose the title. So I'll give that to them. I'll give that to them. Spurs, whenever it mattered and Spurs could do something late on in the season, they did it. Son didn't score a one-on-one. I've never seen Son miss a one-on-one, honestly. So good in one-on-ones. He has, I think, more than 90-95% of a finish rate. Look at Bernardo Silva there. What a guy. Ran his heart out today. Baiji says Atletico versus Arsenal. Ek parking go. I mean, I don't know how boring that match will be, but Atletico Madrid are more attacking than Arsenal. Sorloth, Julian Alvarez, and all of them. Honestly, guys, still can't believe it. Still can't believe it. यार time खत्म ही नहीं हो रही. 60, 65th, 70th minute के बाद. After we score that second goal, time is bloody not getting over. I had to do a lot of things. Each second it just looked like wow. Gautam says, I feel Humland is also under consideration, if not Elliot Anderson. He is the next choice. And I don't know, Gautam, how much of a consideration could this be? I honestly don't know, but there are certain sections of the fans. I mean, there are such not fans actually. There are certain people close to the club, like in the Athletic. I think Athletic or some newspaper. There was also an article where it was like one of the possibility could be if Elliot Anderson's price is high, Nico O'Reilly could be moved into the midfield, and then Guardiola could play left back. Because anyway, Nico Riley comes into the midfield and drifts out wide in those attacking positions, right? He almost plays as box to box player. So Nico Riley could come into the midfield and Guardiola plays at left back. Because still you have Guardiola and right now at left back, and Victor Reis is coming back. And by the way, Victor Reis has been the best defender in La Liga. He is the best young defender in La Liga. He's passing out from the back and all superb. And there's also another school of thought that Pep sees Victor Reis as a CDM because his passing range, his reading of the game is so good. He's absolutely fantastic, a gem on the ball. So, and he's got good work rate, and also there's another school of thought that Victor Reis could also come into the midfield. So they're looking at a couple of options on how you could approach that midfield scenario. So Elliot Anderson is not the be all and end all, but what they are looking at is with Elliot Anderson, John Stones is leaving, which just means that there's a homegrown Kotake is leaving, Stones is leaving. So I think there's some homegrown quota which they have to fill, which just means Elliot Anderson might be prioritized. But there are a couple of options in the midfield. There's the Steller or some guy from Bundesliga as well, though I haven't watched much of him honestly. Gautam just was impressed with his gameplay in the UCL, and also since he plays for Sporting Lisbon, if I'm not wrong, he plays for Sporting Lisbon. So Hugo Viana, it seems, has opened that channel as well. But honestly, if you ask my opinion on that, I just think it's Victor Reis needs to be given up some position in the team, and I just think if Elliot Anderson comes, I think Nico G will be leaving. And Nico G, I think, is perfectly suited for this fast paced football. If you notice, till January, we were playing some fantastic end to end football, and Nico G takes the ball, moves it forward, takes the ball, moves it forward. So I actually Elliot, but Elliot Anderson is again, I would rate him as once in a generation kind of a midfielder because he breaks up play well. His diagonal crossing is very good. Defensive awareness is very good on the free kicks. I mean, Arsenal 100 million for Declan Rice. Elliot Anderson is a better player than Declan Rice. He's controlled midfield against teams like Chelsea and United this season on his own. So Elliot Anderson is our Declan Rice kind of a player, to be honest. Counting this, but City still has some tough games, especially Bournemouth away. Yes, there is. Yes, City has tough games, but it's just that we are enjoying the moment. We are absolutely just enjoy this moment. Yes, City has tough games. I do agree that there are still what 6 games for City. So yes, City has 6 games. I mean the consensus was if Arsenal win, no question, title's done because the high they'll get, the momentum they'll get from winning at Etihad. I don't think Arsenal have won at the Etihad since the last 11 years. Last season, I don't know if they won or not when City was injury prone. I don't know, but in generally, I think after 2016, I don't think they won. I don't think they won at Etihad. I think so. Yeah, City have tough games, but the common consensus was if Arsenal win, the title was obviously gone. If it was a draw, people thought still the title was gone, but I thought it would come down to nerves and all. But again, like Gautam said earlier, that's the first question I asked Gautam, and he said then you'll have to depend on other results as well. And 5 games, 2 draws, especially when you know that you have 5 games and you can, if you win those, you win the title. I mean, I don't know, that was difficult, but a win means the momentum is in favor of City. A win means the momentum is in favor of City, and then anything can happen. That's the thing. I don't think we thought, yes, the title is done. If we win, the title is done if we win and all. But I don't know. But interestingly, Gary Neville called it. Gary Neville has his podcast. He thought Arsenal would somehow crawl through, scrape through, and all of that. And he actually thought that if City win, then it will come down to nerves, who can hold the nerves and all. But Guardiola's record in April is very interesting, guys. You know what? Guardiola's record in April is like from I think last 4 years to now, Guardiola has almost played what 42 matches, maybe including this in the last 4 years. Only in the month of April and May, I think. Guardiola's played around 40 matches in the last 4 years or so, 4 5 years, and Guardiola's played 42 matches, and you know how many he's won? He's won 41 of them. Staggering record. Gautam says yes, that will work also, but there has to be a Bernardo and Kova replacement. I actually think Gautam the Bernardo replacement is Elliot Anderson. Kova replacement is interesting here. Kova replacement was always interesting because I don't think Kovacic is a unique player. Kovacic is a unique player because there are not many like him who break the. There are many players in this world who break the press with their passing. That you can do. That's difficult, but you can do. But you know what is more difficult? Break the press with your with carrying the ball. There are not. I mean, you hardly can count on fingers. I think people who can carry the ball and then break opponents' press without giving it away. Because when opponents are pressing, you're carrying the ball in those dangerous midfield areas. You lose it, opponent is on you. So unique ability. I literally do not know who is Kovacic's replacement. I do not think there's a player like that in the Premier League as of now who can be Kovacic's replacement. To be honest. Would Sandro Tonali come close? I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I don't think Sandro Tonali has that line break, press breaking, ball carrying ability. There has not been a player like Kovacic in City in the last decade or so. Even, I mean, since Pep has taken over, at least there's been no player. I can't remember any player at all, even in the last 10, 15 years at City like Kovacic. He's a unique one. Pep has bought him because Inter and teams were starting with Inter in the Champions League final. Teams were man marking us, and Pep knew that to break the man marking system, you need someone who can take the ball and play through that press and open it up. Gautam says Nico G will leave the moment Rodri signs his contract. But again, what a player, Nico G as well. I don't want him to leave, but then again, you wish him to have a good career as well. Bayaji says haters complained about a beautiful football to witness the set piece solution to every problem Arsenal dishes out week in, week out. And Bayaji, honestly, Donnarumma was outstanding today. Donnarumma was outstanding today in set pieces as well. I think he was brave enough to punch, he was brave enough to come out. Very, very good, Donnarumma. Today, Donnarumma was absolutely very, very good. Yes, he's made that mistake, but again, he's come back and shown that mentality. Superb, superb. I mean, these last couple of weeks have been so enjoyable. Suman says, crazy night, crazy Sumant, and each one of us have our own stories here on how we were watching the match and how we were, kind of supporting in our own way to make City win. I mean, last few weeks have been beautiful. I think this is why we watch football, and also watching it with you guys. It's even more memorable. It's even more beautiful. Sometimes when I cannot do the stream due to some reasons, and I just watch it by myself on the tab or whatever. It's not. I mean, it's good, but it's not this exciting as watching it with you, because on every mistake, on every goal, we collectively cheer on every goal, and on every mistake we are collectively there in tense moments. We are there for each other. Wow, that's what makes this community so special. So it's such a crazy night, and watching it with you guys is so good. Baiji says, if I remember correctly, Samir Nasri was sent off for headbutt. I don't know why he didn't send Gabriel off over there, and the worst thing is he gave a yellow card to Haaland as well, Anthony Taylor. Anthony Taylor was the same referee, I think, who helped Mikel Arteta win his first FA Cup, right? Though it was Unai Emery's team, where if you remember that game where the referee unfairly gave a handball to a Chelsea player and red card, handball or something, red card, 10 men and all that shit. Anthony Taylor, Mikel Arteta. I thought the combination is not just right. Where is our Michael Oliver? And Michael Oliver is the real Durandar, maybe. Is he in the VAR room? I don't know. Gautam, it was a red, Gautam. It was a red. Clearly there was a movement. The rules dictate if there is a movement, you have to give it right. But Anthony Taylor, Mikel Arteta, you all know the combination, right? FA Cup final against Chelsea, how Taylor helped reduce Chelsea to 10 men and make Arsenal win. Why Jesus, I checked it was versus Norwich in 12, 13 years. In anywhere that's right. Gautam says, we have been together during treble, during the final in Istanbul, the four-peat, the loss and agony of last season, and many more. That's what makes this. I'll read it again. What a beautiful comment. Gautam says, we have been together during treble, during the final in Istanbul, the four-peat, the loss and agony of last season, and many more. That's what makes this journey of watching City together so special. We suffer together, we enjoy the moments together, we go through grief, sadness together, we go through everything together. Wow, it almost, you know what, guys, it almost seemed that today's game was almost going in slow mode, where you were like almost frozen in time at certain moments, when Isa hit the bar, when Gabriel hit the bar, when Howard scored, when Sharky scored. It just seemed that each moment was taking a long time to just frozen in time. So beautiful. I mean, thoroughly enjoyed this match along with you all. Why Jesus Taylor is the same who sent off Aguero after game versus Chelsea during Pep first season. They gave Mikel Arteta everything, They gave bloody Mikel Arteta everything. They gave him Anthony Taylor, they gave him Donnarumma's mistake, and still, that's why I say mentality monsters. The motto of this club has always been fight till the end. And that's what we have done. Even though after that mistake, we have fought till the end. We have never give up. Pride in battle, fight till the end. That's what this club has been. That's what this club has been all about. Wow. What a night. Why this is sharks now smell blood. Why this is Donnarumma didn't let us enjoy Sharkinho goal. But again, how much of a mentality monster do you have to be to make that double save after the mistake you have done, and again after making that double save to throw the ball to O'Reilly? Donnarumma conceded the goal. Donnarumma saved us. Donnarumma made that goal for us. Wow, it's just not like that. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. Arteta said, Raya is the best goalkeeper in the world. This is the best goalkeeper in the world. During tough moments, champions race, they put their hands up. Gotham says, no, Inyo, please. After Savinho scored a beautiful, I think when Savinho gave an assist or a goal, we call, I think Savinho, it's been how many games that Savinho has scored? Using the word Inyo after Fernandinho, like Gotham said, is scary. There was only one Inyo and this Fernandinho. Gotham says, I hate this name. Gotham says, only Ronaldinho clears. uh, what a game, guys. What a game. Why this is Savio? You will remain Savio. And what a coup it would have been if we would have sold Savio to Spurs for 70 million, and Savio would be going down, and we would have probably bought Rodrigo or someone with that 70 million. But then again, maybe then we would not have bought Semenyo. I don't know, a lot of things. So I'm fine with what has happened and the position we are in now. Again, it's been fascinating. It's been scintillating. What a night, guys. What a night. I mean, to to get these feelings, to feel so special, to enjoy this thing. I don't think any amount of money or anything would can even buy this. The feelings that all of us are experiencing now. It's just the high. I don't know what you will do in life. You'll get this high. This is just, I don't know, guys. This is something that nothing can buy. Nothing, no fuck in the world can buy the high, the feelings that this thing we are experiencing now. Just absolutely beautiful. Again, thank you, Bayaji. Thank you, Gautam. Thank you, Kandanya. Thank you, Sumant. And thank you, Nick, as well, for joining me and for joining us. What a what a beautiful community. What a wonderful community, I would say. Superb. Thoroughly enjoyed this. Watch with you all. Have a great start to the week, everyone, and be buzzing. See you all, guys, and take care. I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight. I'll watch this bloody entire match on replay. See you all, guys, and take care.